What's up, guys? Garrett here again. Business Journal number 32, I believe. Hopefully, I'm right. If not, look at the title and tell me I'm wrong. um, no, so for today, well, what I've been doing is just trying to chip away at my expenses. Um, I read Profit First, and in the beginning, of course, you're the easiest way to grab a hold of your cash flow is cutting expenses. So today, I've been kind of looking at what my next month's expenses are going to be. Um, I'm taking out, I'm going to be taking out my prep center, which makes me sad, but I'm going to be taking it out for a few months until I can get a couple months worth of cash that will pay for it whenever I get into the lows of my sales and then come back up to the highs. That way I can survive even if my inventory or even if my revenue goes to zero for a month or two. Um, so what I've been doing is just trying to chip away at the expenses. I got rid of that expense, which is like almost $300, depending on how much product I send in, obviously. But I got rid of that, and then I looked at my Be Cool repricer, and from the beginning, I've been paying the $100 for the AI deal, I've been doing the AI repricing for a long time. I'm not real sure. I'm struggling to find like I can find a ton of videos on talking about the rule-based repricer and stuff, but the only AI repricer videos that I can find are um, the Be Cool themselves doing it. And like, no offense, but they're biased. Like I want to find someone like who's like me in the trenches that's actually using it and like what their opinions are on it. Because I'm not finding too much difference between the two, between doing the rule based. Because I looked up for my traditional OA, I looked up Fields of Profit. He goes really in depth with the rule based repricer, and I pretty much copied his deal, did it on there, and then for my books, I copied Joji Davenport's video. Uh, they both have really in depth videos on their how what they use, but they're both rule based. Um, Joji's is that I actually have to look at that. He actually has the rule based with the conditional repricing, so I have to look into that, make sure that I'm not getting rid of that. But anyways, I decided to drop it down so that I'm not doing the AI. I'm just paying the $25 a month for just the basic rule based deal. But I do gotta see. I can't remember if the conditional repricing is included in the $100, and if I have to pay more for that, I'll have to look into that. But anyways, chipped away my expenses all the way down from this month's expenses was like $637, and as long as I don't have to change that repricer deal, I think that I've gotten my expenses all the way down to 250-ish dollars for all my tools and stuff. Which those there's some things that I just don't feel like I can operate correctly without them, like Keepa, um, Seller Amp, Seller Board. Um, what else do I have? Be Cool, but trying to bring that down. Inventory Lab. Those ones I kind of need. Inventory Lab I could do without if there was another just straight like what do you call that? Lister. If there was just a tool that you paid like $10 a month or less, and all it did was helped you list, like that'd be perfect, because I don't use Inventory Lab for anything else but listing, and so that's really annoying. Um, but I don't know if there is anything like that. Most listing softwares have other add-ons that make them more expensive, which is really annoying. Amazon just needs to make theirs easier. Makes it, make it to where it's all one page instead of clicking through all those stupid pages to get to the end. But Amazon's gonna they're gonna update the homepage. It doesn't need any more updating, and then leave that stuff for us to figure it out. So gotta love it. But that's awesome. I'm glad that I was able to chip away at the expenses. So it's making me really excited right now for next month because if I only paid $250 in expenses this month, I would be way better off. Um, so I'm just gonna do that until I can probably get past this Q4. Unfortunately, I'm just gonna have to be doing my own shipments and stuff until Q4 is done, maybe even longer. We'll see what the cash flow is looking like after Q4 is done. But I'm just want to rear up and get going on this. This is the end of September right now. Um, so what I'm thinking my strategy for Q4 is going to be, um, this is only my second traditional OA uh, Q4, and I really didn't keep track of what I did last Q4, and I was honestly at this point last year I was doing nothing but learning the OA period, like learning it all. So I was not prepared for Q4 whatsoever. I don't think that I'm really prepared for Q4 this year either because I have a lot of inventory so I can sell it off. A lot of it for losses, unfortunately, but I don't have a lot of like liquid cash, and so that's going to be tough to deal with. And then on top of that, I got about $3,000 credit card that I need to pay off by the 15th of October, which sucks, but needs to happen. So that's first and foremost priority with the cash that I got coming in right now. Then past that, it's just buying as much as I can in November. I think that I'm gonna buy as much as I can until like mid-November, probably somewhere in there. Then start trying to FBM most everything. I'll still send in FBM shipments. I think probably just books and stuff that sell after Christmas because the check-in times get stupid slow after that for FBA or yeah FBA. So I'm gonna try to do as much FBM as I can. But what I really was excited about with the prep center is I could go on vacation, like go home, go see the family and stuff, and not have to worry about packages piling up in front of my doorstep. But it is what it is. This is what I have to deal with. But hopefully I can get somebody to come up and bring it in for me or something. Think about that when time comes. But for today, the sales, we've got $144 in sales, and then I've made $24 in profit. So we're in the positives. We're in the positives. For the month, I'm at $6,359 in sales and negative $191. So that tells me that my expenses are too high for what I'm doing right now. I'm kind of I just started doing the online books this month. I'm coming up on a month of doing it, so I will see, the payoff of that coming, but it's not fast. It's gonna be like I bought a ton of Christmas books, a ton, and obviously I'm not gonna see that payoff, next month. Most likely it's going to be because I got them priced pretty high for the uptick in price in November, December. So I probably won't see those sales until November. There's a couple books that could sell earlier. I mean, even Christmas book could sell earlier. You can sell Christmas books for a high price any time of the year, but most likely they're gonna probably sell in November and December. Um, so that's where I'm at. I think, I think that I'm mainly just trying to get my accounting down right now, trying to get my numbers down to a science. That way, I can make better decisions and better purchasing decisions um, in my business rather than just being like, let's see if it works. I mean, you're kind of always gonna do that with products, but whenever it comes to taking a course or you know, adding a tool or adding a prep center. That's my first and foremost goal is to add a prep center. Once I can do that, and then I can start looking at getting like my a, a bookkeeper and accountant and tax person and all that crap. Um, but it's it's a balancing game, balance. That's what I'm looking for. But we're all learning here, trying to get to the place. But that's about it for today, guys. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next one.